What's up, y'all? It is Plato Duque, aka Pablo Tremendo, here again on another sunny day in Florida, coming to you with a message. Now, this is for the hopeless romantics, for the people who have tried so hard to find someone who reciprocates their energy, someone who matches the type of person that they are, the type of effort that they put into every single one of their relationships, not necessarily just the romantic types, but also platonic and familial. So I just want to say, don't always put yourself in a position where you have to chase. If you're in a position where you've been chasing someone romantically and you see that they do the bare minimum to keep you interested, the very bare minimum, that is a red flag. That is God, the universe, karma, source, trying to tell you it's time to move on from that person. It's time to distance yourself. Maybe you don't have to sever the tie. Maybe you can keep them at a distance. Maybe there's some kind of mutual benefit that can still be had in that relationship. But once you start seeing those signs, that they're not as interested as you are, you got to start making moves. You got to start choosing yourself over the pain that sort of chasing causes you. Because it's going to cause pain. It's going to cause heartache. It's going to cause confusion. And at some point, you can't blame anybody else for the emotional abuse that you go through. If you're constantly fighting to be accepted in somebody else's life, if you're constantly taking strides to be included in somebody's life, in somebody's story, that tells you right then and there, they don't have the budget. They don't have the budget to keep you around. They don't have what it takes to nurture the relationship that you're trying to foster with them. And it's very important that you take note of that as soon as possible, because people will waste years, decades of their entire lives focused on things that don't even apply to them. It's people out here that will marry out of benefit instead of out of love. And I don't believe in that. I believe that you can still get married. Even in this day and age, you can still get married and you can have a successful relationship. But you gotta understand that love is not an emotion. Love is a decision. And it's not determined by whether or not you're married or not. Marriage is a paper. Marriage is a contract. But the concept, the idea of being tied down to one person or being tied down to the partners that you're choosing to live your life with, you have to be absolutely certain that that's what you want to do. Because life will test you. Life will throw people that are more attractive at you. Life will throw people that are more sexually appealing, that are more intellectually appealing, that are more physically appealing, that are more emotionally intelligent. They'll throw all these kind of people at you to test whether or not you actually love the person or people that you are choosing to spend your life with. And you have to make a decision. Are you going to choose momentary pleasure and momentary acceptance over longevity and building a home together and building a legacy? Or are you going to be steadfast and stand 10 toes on what you believe in, on what you know for a fact is what you deserve this whole time that you've been spending running around in circles, trying to find affection and attention from the wrong people? I hope you realize that as I speak to you, I'm also speaking to myself. I'm not perfect. I've fought for the approval of others for years and wasted time that I can't get back. But that's why I'm speaking on this today. I'm speaking on this today because I don't want you, the people that are watching this, the person, even if this only reaches one person, I want this one person to get this out of this. Choose yourself each and every time. In every single aspect of life, you have to choose yourself first. I don't care if you have a husband, if you have a wife. You got to reevaluate certain things. Is that person serving the goals that you have in mind? And this is not to be confused with monetary goals, but goals as growing as a person, learning skills, developing more emotional intelligence, being more patient, becoming more compassionate, being more communicative, being able to be very well versed in how to describe exactly what you're feeling instead of making people guess and try to figure out what it is that you're thinking. You have to reevaluate the relationships that you're in. Again, this does not apply just to the relationships that are romantic. This applies to all relationships. This applies to friends, family, work, strangers, and honestly, a relationship with the universe, with God, with Source, with karma, whatever you want to believe in. And even if you're an atheist, you have to have a formula. If you're an atheist, then you have to, this even applies more to you if you're an atheist. If you're an atheist, you know that there is a science. There is a science that comes with all things. All things boil down to a science, and you have to find the right formula that applies to you. Not everybody is going to be compatible with your formula, and you are going to have to find the people that are your constants. If you keep finding yourself surrounded by variables, you need to start balancing those equations. You need to start taking things out, adding things, subtracting, dividing, multiplying, working on all the things that you need to work on, because you as a person, you know yourself best. And I've wasted so much time on this earth chasing things that don't serve me. At this point in time where I'm at in life, I'm not chasing anything. I'm not chasing anybody. Sure, I have people that I talk to, people that I confide in, people that I share parts of my soul with. But to be honest, I'm focusing on me. You know, when you get on an airplane and you're in the airplane and they're telling you all those safety instructions that when the gas mask fall from the ceiling, you gotta strap yours first before you help the next person next to you. Same thing applies to life. You have to be able to take accountability for yourself, for your actions, for the things that you've said and done, for the things that you have not said and done, because those are equally as important. And take that as an opportunity to grow as a person every single fucking day of your life. So take this with a grain of salt. Love yourself. Love the people around you. Work on yourself constantly and demand better for yourself. Set your standards, set your goals, set your boundaries, and stick to them. I love you. Plato Duque, out.